guys, we got the SDL Semifinal Recap. Let's just go through this. This is going to be a quick video because we have scheduling johners and we have just issues that we should not be having in postseason. Alas, we do. But let's go ahead and jump into it. This is going to be a shorter one, like I said, but let's jump in anyway and see what we got. So our bracket ended up looking like this. We had the Gamers United versus Positive Like a Proton, and then Cat Dog versus Ground Zero. And the results being, it's going to be odd to see, but we have Gamers United won 1-0 against Positive Like Proton, and Ground Zero won 2-1 against my team, the Cat Dogs. So we actually had, it was a little bit weird. So we had GDP and Gamer Tag decided just not to schedule, I guess. So they ended up both receiving a forfeit loss, hence Gamers United moving on with the 1-0. And then Cat Dog versus Ground Zero, we ended up going to the best of 3, and funny enough, I was out sick, so Meowdoria had to clutch up to try to get some revenge against Wyatt, and unfortunately just fell a little bit short, but nothing really much to say about that. I forgot why I have the slide. I wanted to look at the dog awards. I don't know why that slide was there, but so the dog awards, we have Wyatt's Delta Hoopa was the MVP. The underdog was Wyatt's Mega Delta Pidgeot that played a critical role in the tiebreaker game. My Araquanid ended up winning the most defensive Mon of the quarterfinals. Just being able to both the tiebreaker game and the first game, it was just able to tank absolutely everything. It was just unkillable for the most part. The Tiny Dog of the week is both GDP and Gamertag, again for not scheduling. I don't have a co-host, so we decided to add a Yapper's Dog, which is just a little honorable mention / shout out. So shout out to my Sneasler that ended up playing a critical win, getting 4 kills in order to make it to the tiebreaker. Oh, my little thing's in the way. Let me fix it. Gamer Not Found's Chi-Yu in Darkness was very good, being able to knock out most of the Steering's team. And then another shout out, another honorable mention to Meowdoria for taking my place while I was sick in order to get that tiebreaker game played. This is our finals bracket. It's going to be Gamers United versus Ground Zero. And then let's go ahead. We have a very few amount of games to watch, so let's get in and let's watch these few games. Alrighty, to start off, we'll go ahead and watch, I guess we'll watch my versus Missouri's match. Won't go into too much detail, but basically what I ended up doing was his Mega Metagross was very annoying to try to play around. I ended up going Choice Band on Rillaboom. That was a really good bring. I guess one mistake Missouri did do was he did not do Fairy Ore on Chandelure. Which was a bit unfortunate on his side. I don't know how much that mattered, but now we got the scary Latias. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna sit here and just keep clicking liquidations. I'm not gonna finish that. We got a Roost coming in, and here comes Choice Band Rillaboom doing Choice Band Rillaboom things. 74% to 74% to Metagross. and it doing 86% to a freaking resisted Chandelure is pretty funny. And it was just playing back and forth, back and forth. So I did have a bug move, but I was afraid to proc its weakness policy, but it ended up not. Ended up not being the case. And that was a roll not in my favor. I just had to click it. I had to click it. Unfortunately, let Haxorus go just because Metagross was the biggest pain. Arachnid finally going down. Sneasel able to come in, do a U-turn kill. Bring out Terrapagos versus the Iron Treads. Oh, no, Meowscrata. Now he brings out Iron Treads. Nice start. Iron Head, I'm assuming going for the flinches here. One single flinch would have been pretty big on his part. Moonblast easily kills, but out comes Sneasler, and close combats just wrap up the match. And then we had Maldoria versus Wyatt for the first round. We had his annoying ass Mesprit. This Mesprit do be Mesprit. That's a lot of damage. Nice little Scald. Stunfisk comes out. Balloon on Zeraora was a pretty smart bring. Was able to get the Toxic off. Scald able to take out the Mesprit. Metagross coming out. And that was exactly where the match was going good until there. I'm gonna start by saying, why in the fuck does this thing get Volt Switch? Let's be real. Let's review this for a fucking second. Why the hell does this get Volt Switch? That wasn't even in the back of neither my or Meowdoria's mind that this would Volt Switch out. Right? Like, what? It's a mossy stone. What the hell does that have to do with frickin' Volt Switch? But alas. So, unfortunately, he's able to Volt Switch and go in on our check to Metagross, and he's just gonna sit here and set up, and unfortunately, there is nothing Maldoria can do, just sitting there trying to chip it out, but it's just, yeah, that's... Terrapagos comes in. I mean, there's just... That's game. That's just game. I just don't get that. Just that lost us not knowing Metagross got friggin' Volt Switch to be able to position perfectly. That just was not in our mind at all. It just wasn't. So that was just unfortunate. But Meowdoria had a chance for redemption. Like I said, Meowdoria ended up playing my team against Wyatt as I was sick, and it was going to be a forfeit loss anyway, but Meowdoria stepped in. Tentacruel was not seen at all this whole entire season, and he decided to bring Tentacruel in the finals. Gets off a few layers of toxic spikes. That's funny how little that healed. He's just gonna sit here and constantly whittle it down, I guess. And of course it's gonna have toxic. But of course. And what ended up happening was the hazards ended up playing a big role in this match. Bulky frickin' Mesprit, as he always likes. And now we have Wyatt's, shout out to Wyatt's, Mega Pidgeot. Shuckle's gonna come out just to die. Go stop Endeavor! That was my tech! That's the one thing I contributed. I was proud of myself. I did something, dude. But Delta Medicham comes out, and this was the play, because we knew. So let me get it up. So this was the unfortunate thing, because we were unsure what the last two moves were. Come to find out, Mesprit did not have its only attacking move was Psychic. So there is the debate ongoing for a Trailblaze here. If he was to set up a Trailblaze, everything except for, I think, Hoopa was getting absolutely annihilated. But unfortunately, played it safe and went for the Moonblast. If that was, we live a Psychic all day, every day. If we were able to get that plus speed, we would have been able to outspeed the rest of his team. Yeah. Nice chunky Sludge Bomb. Sneasler comes out. And Aisha's gonna click Dire Claw till it's not able to anymore. I lied. We go for Glare. Annoying ass Mega Pidgeot. That ended up being a really good bring. And this was just going for hacks, which, by the way, that's obviously it was a crit, so that's pretty huge. But that Dire Claw 50%, by the way, didn't activate on anything. And this was Poison Touch as well. But it's kind of like unfortunate that we didn't get anything to possibly help. So that was the match that put them on to the finals. And now we'll have, oh, no one saw anything. Now we got the only match from Gamers United and Positive Like a Proton, because, like I said, they did not schedule. Yay. And then this was just a whole fucking show to start with. Thank you. Here comes Weakness Policy Metagross, and I'm really surprised that did not kill. That's crazy. Ferrothorn's gonna go down. And then Chi-Yu with Darkness up. Chi-Yu's just gonna sit here and click Dark Pulse a few times, and that's gonna be that. Yeah. That is that. And that's going to be it for the SDL Semifinal Recap. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will be going over or next time we'll be here, we'll be going over the finals recap, and we'll be doing, along with that, we'll be doing some yearly awards. So I greatly appreciate it, guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.